Yo, yo, yo. Told y'all I was gonna be back, man. And my topic today is grief, right? And I was saying how if you don't have the right people around you when you're grieving, when you lose someone, it will be a long journey and a long battle. I promise you. And I can tell you that I got an arm full of loved ones, right? Y'all kind of see it. It's a liquor bottle pouring out, and then it got their names. I done lost a lot of people, right? So I'm familiar with this grief thing, right? And like I said, if you ain't got the right people calling to check up on you, man, your grief process will be long, right? And they say it's 5 stages of grief. It's true. You get acceptance, you get denial, all that little stuff. But that whole process of grief, there is no time limit on that. Grieving you can be grieving for fucking 10 years, 5 years. Don't let nobody put no stipulation on your grief with someone, right? Because nobody know how you feel, how you feel, right? Only you know your relationship with this person, right? And especially when you talk about kids, right? Or they say talk about adults, because I lost two very important people in my life days apart. My grandma died August 20th, and my son passed August 24th, right? And my son died August 24th. So before I could grieve my grandma properly, my son died, right? Before I can grieve my son and grandma properly, they auntie died on their mom's side, right? And I was like this with her. And it became a hard process of grieving, right? I will say that it became a hard process. And mainly, my circle always been small, right? Because of who I am. I don't like people all in my business. Our family was 4 of us. Me, my girl, which is baby moms, and my 2 boys, Kyriel and Avion. Kyriel was 13 when he passed. Avion was 7. So when you think of that age, that grief process is going to be hard and it's going to be long, right? And I never lost a child, so I didn't know what to expect. Now, the one thing I always say is that my baby mama, she grew up in church, right? My son, Kyriel, his mother, she grew up in church, so she has that understanding of church. She has that understanding of the afterlife. I didn't have that. I didn't grow up in church, right? So I had to learn some things from her.